Hi, everyone. Well, we are here in this live transmission with these beautiful women who we are gathering for a very special transmission, which is inspired on the need to transcend very specific programs, very specific memories that are commonly pulsing in between women's interaction that have created a lot of wounds in between us, in between the women collective, in between the feminine energy, and therefore also having an effect in our ways of relating to our own masculine energy and also to the masculine energy outside. So, welcome whoever is wants to join this live transmission or whoever is going to watch this recording. I'm just going to check the status. Okay. So now, well, I'm really grateful for the having this opportunity to share this with you all, having the presence of, as I was saying, such beautiful women, powerful women that we all have gone through very specific events through our life that have taken us to a place of lack of trust, of feeling betrayed, of feeling alone and not being able to trust in the ones that we thought we could trust the most, like even our relatives, our family, our mother, our sisters, all those, our best friends, all those wounds that no matter what we have done in this inner work are apparently popping up again and again and again. And the result is that, as I was saying, it keeps us isolated and not being able to create and hold the space for a powerful network in between women, in between the divine feminine, so that we actually fully rise into our power. And humanity needs this now. We need it now. We need to feel that space of love and trust and actually being capable to open up to our friends, to our sisters, to our mothers, and not feeling judged, not feeling betrayed, not having that fear of whatever we are going to do will be put in a judgmental space or be perceived as egoic or selfish or whatever, and then putting us in a space of asking more and more and more of ourselves, rising their expectatives that we have of ourselves, and then reaching a space, a point where we get so tired that, and we trust onto some extent. So, again, I do believe that one of the first steps for humanity to go to the next stage of evolution is feeling the strength of the divine feminine, feeling held by the divine feminine organically, not imposedly, and for the divine feminine to stop fearing of being their own voices without being judged, without being abused, without taking advantage of that divine energy that we embody. Go beyond that state of victim or victimary and just be. Be our full power, be our own power, and feeling held by the reflection of our own feminine, our own divine feminine. So, having said this, if you're joining this meditation, you can just close your eyes and um, start connecting with yourself, with your breath, and all those thoughts, all those emotions that have put you into that space of lack of a sisterhood, of a mother, of a sister, of any form of expression of the divine feminine or of the feminine. For every moment in your existence that you have felt isolated and kept away from love, bring all that information, all those memories as particles of information, breathe them in. Breathe them in, all those events that have been put you in an uncomfortable position with the feminine energy, rejecting it. Put all that rejection to the feminine and to your own feminine. Breathe it in. All those judgments that you have done to the feminine, breathe them in. All that fear to the divine feminine, breathe it in. All that loneliness, which is an expression of your feminine putting barriers not to be touched, breathe it in. Breathe in all the emotions that these events have caused you. All those insecurities. And hold them in for a while. Contemplate them, observe them as they are stocked in your heart and in your solar plexus, not allowing you to fully love and not allowing you to fully be. Observe them, observe them as parasites, as viruses that have filtered within you throughout all these years, through this lifetime and many other lifetimes. The result of all those events, just observe them. And now you're just going to compress them into a bubble. And that bubble, that black bubble, has an outer appearance, which is a black cube that has oppressed and suppressed your feminine energy ever since this simulated reality was created. to enhance the amnesia of the oneness. So, as you have compressed all those emotions, all those memories in that black sphere, in that black bubble, you're going to put it aside for a bit. If you still need to put more emotion, more energy in that black bubble, then bring it through each one of your chakras, starting with the root. For everything that you have felt that has been taken away from you, that belonged to you, for everything that you have felt, for every moment that you have felt that you don't belong anywhere, for every moment that you have felt that you need to run away, not to be judged, not to be killed, not to be imprisoned, for every moment that you have denied your power to bring materialization to earth, because your power is too much, because your power intimidates, because you accepted to live by the fear of the power that you emanate. So put all that in that bubble, in that black bubble, and now go up to your sacral. And for all the emotions, all the memories, all the thoughts, for every time that you were abused, that you were taken for granted, that you were mistreated, and also your creative force was mistreated and was abused. For every time that you didn't choose over your own body what to experience and what not to experience. For every time that you adopted your sacral for just creation and not for pleasure. And then you put those emotions, that energy, and you see how that black bubble is going bigger and bigger. And now you move up to your solar plexus. For every time that you rejected your power, for every time that you stopped being yourself to belong somewhere, to be accepted, for every time that you hid who you are because you did not trust in who you are, for every time that you gave your power to someone else, and that person abused of it or even turned that power to hurt you or to damage you. You put all of that energy in that black bubble, and then you go up You go up all the way to your heart chakra. For all the memories of lack of love, of not feeling loved, of doing more that you wanted to do or giving more than you wanted to give to feel loved. Every time that you compromised your intuition, your will, just to feel loved and taken care of. For every time that you loved more others than you loved yourself. And now you're going to move up as that black bubble grows bigger and bigger to your throat chakra. For every time that you have restrained your voice, for all the words that you have not spoken, expressing that would have expressed your righteous power to decide to choose to shine your light through your voice. For every time that you betrayed yourself by thinking that your words would hurt someone and then holding them back. And for also every time that you used your words to hurt someone. For every time that you have betrayed yourself through the incoherence in between your words and your actions and your feelings. And just go bigger and bigger. You see how that bubble is now way much bigger than it started. It's the size of the whole human collective, the same collective that nourishes the thoughts of humans and which relate to this form of idea of the divine feminine. And now you go up to your third eye, and then you will place all the times that you have turned your back to your intuition, that you have not trust in your vision. For every time that your vision was taken away from you because it was too powerful and it threatened others. You will put all that energy in that bubble, in that black bubble. And now that black bubble is even breaching and connecting with the core of the artificial matrix. It's starting to breach. And that black bubble starts to begin more of a cube, a black cube. Now you go up to your crown, and in your crown, for every time that you put the crown of your home, of your creation to someone else, for someone else to lead your reality. For every time that your crown has been taken by other forces that choose to rule your own reality, your own experience. For every time that you have forgotten who is the axis of your own universe. for every time that you have overshadowed your righteousness to leader your own reality because believing in someone else was more comfortable or easier. For every time that your crown has been taken away, including the moments when everything started, when all of this reality of this artificial matrix began. And now you're going to move to your eighth chakra, which is located in the upper back part of your skull. And for all the alliances and loyalties imprinted to cast away and shred the essence of the divine feminine. For every time that your connection to the source to all was taken away from you. For all the anchors that were placed in your power centers, in your power source, to forget your mission, to distract in isolation, in the novel, in the drama that keeps on triggering your ego. And you put all that energy in that black bubble, and it starts to reach in more and more and more to that artificial matrix. And now you see how that artificial matrix starts to appear as that big black cube. And that bubble that you are doing is just an extension of that information that was imprinted in you at some point. And now you focalize your energy in your ninth chakra, in the back part of your chest, right where your wings expand. For every time that your wings were cut, for every time that your wings were taken away, for every time that you stopped flying because you stopped believing that you're capable to. For every time that your wings were idolized and conditioned to a virginal state where you could just use your wings, your knowledge, your wisdom, your power, if you are pure and immaculate, if you are untaken, if you are untouched. Just put all that energy in that black bubble, which has now extended into the artificial matrix. It is weaving into it. It is going back to its origin. And now you're going to project a golden sphere around your electromagnetic field. A golden sphere that is created by your own plasma coming from your solar plexus. So vocalize all the will that you have to transcend those programs that you have put in that black bubble, to transcend all those inflictions that have been casted on you, all those courses that have been casted on you just for being a woman and embodying the divine feminine. Put all that will in your solar plexus for all the confusion that has been generated through the drama and the problems that you have experienced with other women. Put all that will of transcending that in your solar plexus. And with all that fire, you're going to lift it a little bit and visualize a pyramid. You can think of the pyramid that you know, that you have seen physically, or you can actually tune into your energetic pyramid that is just below your ribs and project all that will, all that belief in that pyramid, and see how that nourishment, how all that energy that you're projecting to it starts to generate electric current. And that electric current is going more powerful and more powerful and more powerful, expanding through all of your electromagnetic field as this plasma, golden plasma bubble. And now, from your belly button, you're going to call in the presence of the primordial matrix, that cosmic womb. You see how a wormhole bridging from your belly button starts to project and to weave itself all the way to the core of the primordial matrix. An umbilical cord, a wormhole, a direct connection to that primordial field. So now you're going to start breathing as deep as you can. As deep as you can, continuously. And the more that you breathe in, the more that you're going to see how your body and the space surrounding you are just particles of information. Particles of information, of light, that are coming through your canal, you as a Taurus, in every breath. And when you breathe out, you're breathing yourself into your surrounding. In this continuous exchange, the more you do this, the more that your sphere, your golden sphere, fortificates itself. And now, as you breathe in and breathe out yourself, you're going to be extracted by that wormhole, traveling through that wormhole in that golden sphere, reaching to the core of the primordial matrix. You're going to feel how that spherical bubble is creating a field that erases your trace. Once you reach the primordial matrix core, you see a reality beyond all that distortion. You see a reality full of timelines that are nothing related to what you experienced in the artificial matrix. You can definitely see the point of origin of every memory as a priestess, as a witch, as a shaman, as a mother, as a daughter, as a soul, as a spirit. You see the point of origin of every moment that you have experienced while you have been in that artificial matrix. However, the outcome is quite different from what you have experienced. In the primordial matrix, the outcome is not being fully written yet. What do you choose to do now? It's up to you. So you start feeling in yourself with all those memories of abundance, of sharing, of correspondence, of justice, of love. Where your perception of everything is that emanation of love. And now you start to see how far distant from you that black bubble connected to the artificial matrix. From that perception of love, you see how it's an illusion, how it is a cumul of programs that have been created to make you believe that that's the reality, to make you believe that that is what you came to experience, that has made you believe that that is the nature of women, of the feminine. And you see how that bubble starts to show its true nature. And you see how that cube is entangled to all systems of control, mainly religion, although it also is entangled to time, to economics and politics, and every other institution created by human to control, yet that was programmed through the artificial matrix to be run by human. Inhale and exhale. And you're going to call in your source code, your geometrical body, the geometrical expression of yourself that is quite entangled to the primordial matrix. Imagine that you are wearing a geometry. What would your geometry look like? And you see that within your geometry, there are very specific codes that were imprinted in relation to those programs of that artificial matrix. So you start to restore to its primordial nature those algorithms within your geometrical body by tuning into the language of this primordial source, that light language. And you start to restore all your geometrical constitution and construction in absolute harmony, sweeping away the energy that could have remained for every correction of your geometrical body that you are doing. And for every time that you are doing this, you see how that black bubble is weakening, is going weaker and weaker and weaker. And you can even see how that black bubble is entangled to other black bubbles. And those black bubbles are attached to those programs of control, restraining the feminine, the divine feminine energy, and turning into an angry feminine looking for revenge and fighting its own feminine nature. So now you're going to put all the energy that you can to create localized spheres in the places where in your geometrical body those programs were encoded. You're going to create plasma spheres that are going to keep regenerating those spaces in your geometrical body. You're going to also track very specific chords from those spheres to the primordial matrix core, from a space of gratitude and seeing and feeling how all that plasma is nourishing and regenerating your geometrical body. And your encoding starts to restore to its original one. The algorithms that your body was pulsing due to all those interference is shifting. Is shifting through luminous codes that are embedded in your DNA. Now, from that power, as you are restoring all your field, you're going to project love, compassion, gratitude to the core of that black bubble. You're going to propagate love that is virally permeating in the field of that black bubble. And see how it is influencing directly the core of the artificial matrix. This frequency of love is gently yet firmly and strongly, spreading through the circuitry of the artificial matrix. And all those timelines within the artificial matrix that are weak because they are no longer to be held, as they are not aligned to the frequency that humanity is to continue to embody at this moment from a unified consciousness. You see how they are collapsing. They are collapsing in love. And you see how different energies that constitute the artificial matrix cannot be fully aware of this process because love is neutral. Love is unperceived by illusion, yet fully perceived by the essence. And it keeps expanding through all the circuitry, through all the timelines, and all the codes that were imprinted in your soul memories, in your biological cell, in your cell memories, are shifting codes, are shifting algorithms, and other ones are collapsing as the core constant from the primordial matrix starts to rise as the primordial and core timeline to this reality, weaving and merging step by step through love, through the essence, through the neutral energy, through the 0 point energy, through the singularity within every one of your fractals that have inhabited those timelines, interconnecting your singularities through every one and each one of your fractals, creating a sustainable grid based on the connection of the primordial field. And of the algorithms within the fifth density. Breathe in as deep as you can and breathe out. So you're going to scan your results. You're going to be grateful for them, satisfied by them, in love with them. And you're going to project a bubble, plasma spheres in all the shifts that you have generated so that they continue to regenerate in harmony, in peace. And that black bubble has now dissolved and merged into love and will continue to do and have effect in your reality and in your timelines. And now you're going to project a holographic matrix as a canal that breathes you in directly whenever you need it, from a space of love and respect, to the primordial field awareness. And you see how, from the particles of love that were transformed and transmuted from that black bubble, a vessel is created. And that vessel will be tracking and magnetizing all the energy that would need and continue to be restored as a gateway opening to this new reality where the divine feminine rises, where the true nature of the divine feminine shines and occupies its place along with the divine masculine from a unified consciousness, showing the reflection of the unity within you. And now you're going to thanks to give your gratitude to all the energy present, making this practice being achieved, this configuration being achieved. And you are going to bring in with you all those codes of the primordial feminine through your holographic vessel, through your geometrical body, through that spherical sphere, through that spherical body, through that spherical vehicle that brought you to the primordial matrix. And you're going to return slowly to this reality through that wormhole. And as you leave that field, the wormhole starts to dissolve until you reach through your belly button, your body, your physical body, and start restoring your consciousness, your full awareness to your physical body, and giving the command that through every breath of life, you're giving life to the primordial matrix within this reality. From a space of love, gratitude, compassion, and everything that is required to sustain this human stage of evolution, from a space of love and coherence as a sovereign being that you are. And you see how all the configurations that were done continue to expand in this reality from a space of respect and righteous power that you are entitled to use in full responsibility of it from a unified consciousness. You start breathing more aware and aware of your body, of your presence. You can move your joints, and that sphere, that bubble around you, you start breathing it in and breathing in all your codes, all those codes that you permeated in it. And you can also leave it so that your field keeps on being nourished by this information until it is fully integrated within you. So, thank you, everyone. You can share this video, this transmission with whomever you want. Um, I don't know if anyone wants to say something. Susan.
Thank you so much.
Hmm.
That was wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Kira. My
Thank you.
pleasure. Uh,
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. That was beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you to you all. Thank you for making this possible. I truly appreciate you all. And I suggest to keep on tuning to that sphere and focusing on that configuration that has been done because it is. And just keep on grounding it, and expanding it. Um, any thoughts, any want of you want to share to nourish this beautiful community? Any wisdom that you want to share? Okay, that's I a lot. Okay. Well,
Mm.
that's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, JC. And yeah, well, for whoever wants to join this community of beautiful women empowering the divine feminine, you can write to me inbox, and we will be creating more of these transmissions. Not always meditation, as all of us have like a lot of knowledge and wisdom to portray. So, and will not always go live. So, but we will be recording this for the group. We just wanted to transmit this and share with all of you so that it's shared as many people as possible. And yeah, we will be giving different topics every once and then. So there are many things to cover. So uh, beautiful. And yeah, I want to thank you, all of you. I don't want to distract you very much from the state that you are now. Just wanted to ask if you have something to say. And well,
Gonna say keep warm. I was getting weather alerts. It's 9 degrees, and then we had snow today. Now we're expecting more snow and ice, and there wasn't even supposed to be any weather these 2 days. I can't wait for Saturday when it warms up.
I know, right?
I've got a coat on now and a blankie in my lap. It's so cold in the room. Can't wait to go in one of the other rooms where it's warmer.
Mm.
Well, get cozy and get a one of those magic potions that you prepare. Yes. And well, we will see. We will see. I will see you, Susan, tomorrow. I will stop the recording just to mention tomorrow. If you want to join us, Susan, and me and Erica and Ida, we will be going live to talk about the esoteric symbolism of the number 13. So that will be very interesting. I will. Do you want to say something about that, Susan?
Ida texted me and said that she's doing a, a show or something tomorrow where she's vending, and she has to be there at the time that she was going to do the podcast at one. And I've also got two clients that are in a town a half an hour away, so I can't do it. And she was talking about the 27th, but I'm going to be traveling that day, so I don't know if it's set for the 27th now or not.
Okay, well then we will check in. Yeah, we can check that in. So okay, so probably not tomorrow, but so but anyway, we will be sharing information so that you can join us. I'm going to stop the recording. Thank you everyone for joining us in this transmission live. If you want to join the group, as I said, then you can contact me on private or like anyone that you know that is in the group. Okay, so thank you. Until next time.
All right. Thank you.